Wow, this is Perfect Digital Hub, like I said earlier, and this is our visual assistant training orientation taking place today, September 10. The idea is you learn and you earn, straightforward. So from the point of earning, from the point of learning, we go straight to the point of earning. You don't necessarily need to do internship, apply for an extra internship, apply for other extra jobs, because by the time you will be done with this training, we will have equipped you with the necessary skills, the needed skills you would need to have the job ready. So one of the things we will do here is we'll make you job ready. Okay. So I was sharing with us earlier our mission as a hub. We are here to empower youth to empower youth and train organizations dedicated uh, being we are a youth-focused digital empowerment and training organizations. We are dedicated to equipping student, graduate, NYSC core members, and career changers with globally relevant remote ready skills. That is what we do. We bridge the gap between education and employment. That's what we offer by giving you a hands-on training, project-based learning, internship support. Like I said, after the program, you necessarily don't need to go and apply for internship or do a voluntary service just to have a portfolio. By the time you will be done with this program, you would have a job ready portfolio. Okay. And our program vision is we want to equip Africa youth with digital and remote ready skills. And that's what we are doing now. So about the program. The program is a 6 weeks program. It will today is the orientation. The 6 week programs. It will start on Saturday by 8 p.m. So it's going to run. The format is Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays are theory sections. Then whatever we learn on Saturdays, we will now practicalize it on Sundays. Okay, so we'll do the practicals and then we'll give you task. And the classes are going to be we are going to have all the classes on a virtual setup like this. We are using this platform for all our classes. These are classroom for the 6 weeks. Why are we doing this? Like I said earlier on before my internet uh, logged me out, is that your clients don't communicate on WhatsApp and Telegram. That's one of the things we must understand. And oftentimes, this is the means of communication. We use Zoom, webinar, Google Meet, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and the rest. These are platforms, and you must know how to navigate this platform with ease, because your client is not going to tell you it's on the job you will learn. They don't care. They want you to deliver. That's what they are paying for. So that's one of the things we are doing. We are also trying to make you familiar with these tools, with this platform, so that by the time you will be done, you will know how to navigate your way around it. Okay. So what you would learn, basically, this is a visual assistant cohort, a training. So you will learn visual assistant fundamentals, what it entails. You will learn communications and email management. You learn communication and email management. You will start by understanding what visual assistance does, the type of services you can offer as a visual assistant, how to position yourself as a professional in the global market, how to also position yourself as a professional in the global market. People are not going to employ amateurs or learners. Like I said, nobody's going to pay you for you to learn while you are working. They will pay you because you can do the job. So you learn communications and email management. One, like I said earlier, you know how to people. We often young people, I don't know, we are not really familiar with mails, and we are not familiar with our mails. And as a digital person, as a nomad, as a digital nomad, you think you actually have to pay more attention to are your emails. because we are going to be receiving job offers through emails, your applications, offers are going to be sent to you via mails. You're not on WhatsApp, not on Telegram. So these are the platforms that so you know how to manage these things, and because these are also things you'll be managing for your client, and communication, how to streamline communications, how to communicate with your client, if especially if you are in the administrative or what is it called, customer care segment of a visual assistant. You know how to do customer relationship, how to communicate effectively. Understand? You will learn how to write professional emails, manage inboxes, keep clients updated clearly and efficiently, scheduling and calendar tools. You know how to also manage your schedules and your client schedules. Okay, this whole thing, I can tell you, this entire 6 weeks program is planned. It's on my calendar. So my activities, I know when and where and what time I should be doing this and what time I should be doing this. And these are the things you help your clients to do. We'll learn all of these things more when we start the class. So these are just the tips on what you should expect. Travel arrangements. We'll learn how to research flights, make arrangements for hotels, plan itineraries, while staying within a client budget and preferences. Like I tell you, maybe I'm your client, I want to travel out of the country for a vacation, for an honeymoon. I don't need to stress myself to think of where I'm going to. I'll just tell you I have such amount of money, and this is the country I would want to go to. It's now your duty as the visual assistant to make research and crack your head, book my flight, make reservations for me, ask me the cars that I will enter, the hotel I will stay. You just need to give me the planner and I work with it. These are the things you are actually going to be doing. It's a lot, but you will enjoy it. Okay, because you do that from one spot. You're going to be communicating with flight agencies, embassies, and other persons abroad. Your network will grow and you get to really enjoy it. I'm telling you. Social media assistance. You practice scheduling posts, tracking engagement, supporting clients online. Okay, businesses grow. People are into a lot of things and they need people to help them do some of these things. Okay, for example, the founder of Perfekt Digital Ops cannot do everything. So, of course, they will need somebody to manage their LinkedIn, need somebody to manage their Facebook, need somebody to manage their Instagram, need somebody to manage their X. And all of these people are visual assistants. While we may have social media managers separately, but also as a visual assistant, you can major in that in that uh, niche, that field. Okay, and you get paid awesomely. Client relations and reporting, resume and portfolio building. Like I said, by the end of the program, you will have a ready resume that is ready to be used. A resume that a resume rather and a portfolio you can submit with a good cover letter that you just, if you see an offer, like today I got a couple of job offer, you don't need to go and start you know, how do I get this? No, you just submit. And also how to apply for each job. You don't apply for all jobs the same way. And these are the some of the techniques that will also you will learn at the end of the thing, and also help you to optimize your LinkedIn account. Will help you to optimize your LinkedIn account. LinkedIn is one of the platform for jobs communication in the world at the moment. It's like a global market for everybody. If you want to sell yourself, much more than Facebook, as a professional, especially as a professional, one of the platforms to sell yourself is LinkedIn. Okay. Um, Instagram is more for businesses, you sell, you buy, and all of that. But to sell your personality, to sell yourself as a brand, and for employers to see, it's LinkedIn. Then we have other platforms like Upwork, Indeed, Jobberman, where you can go also and you get to build a profile and client can also reach out to you. And how you can do all of these things will also what uh, teach you and make you well acquainted. So the tools you will be using to do all of these things as a visual assistant, what are the tools you will need? Google Workspace. One of the tools you actually need the most in as a visual assistant is Google Workspace. Your Gmail is there, your Google Doc is there, your Google Sheet is there, your Google Calendar is there, your Google Slides is there, your Google Forms are there, your Google Site is there. Just name it. There it's a lot you can actually do with just Google Workspace. And you have to familiarize yourself with all of these things because one of the reasons is that the way Google Workspace work is I can create it. You just share the link with your client, and any editing they do, you get to see it. And any editing you do, they get to see it. So the communication is easy. It's not like they'll have to review and send to you. So, and you have to learn how to use all of these things. We'll look into these things in details. You have the Trello and the Slack and the Asana, sorry, for task management. There are system whereby you can track what you are doing, especially if you are working for a project. For most those who will be measuring into project management, working as a project manager, a visual assistant, maybe your client is the one that builds or into website development or brand development and all of that. So these apps help to track the project at each phase of the project. You have Slack and WhatsApp for communication. That's now when you now have a team. Like I said earlier, for a job, usually people don't communicate with WhatsApp. When you're already in the job, WhatsApp is basically even used for we here. Slack is more an international form of a job communication. You get it. So you Canva for light design and tasks, you must know how to use Canva as a visual assistant. You must know how to do simple designs. You must know how to uh, uh, be able to come up with. In fact, the travel arrangement you are going to be doing is Canva. You can do that on Google Slide also, but Canva works more better because with Canva you have a lot of templates, you have a lot of theme, you can use a lot of elements. You just search, you drag and drop. You get it. Then Zoom and Google Meet for sections. Maybe as we're having this kind of session, I want to discuss with your client. It's not WhatsApp video call or Telegram video call. These are the kind of sections we have to do because these kind of sessions, they also like this webinar we're having now is recorded. It's recorded. At the end of the day, you can request for the video. In fact, that's one of the things that will make this section very interesting. For every section, you have to get the live recording. So when you want to run your task. Excuse me. Okay, so like I was saying, so well, sections meetings are meetings with clients because then you are going to be also having meeting with other colleagues, and this platform offers seamless meetings. And why they are actually very important is that they have integrated integration system whereby you can, especially as a visual assistant, there's what we call transcription. You have a meeting with your client or in a project, you have to give a report. You can't bring AI, for example, into that meeting to transcribe for you, but with platforms like Google Meet and Zoom, you can integrate AI like Read AI, Fireflies, and they just help you listing, and at the end of the day, they transcribe for you. Things are actually very easy these days, and you must know how to use this platform. Okay, you must know how to work yourself around there. All right. So, expectations and requirement. What is expected of you and required from you? Complete all your weekly tasks to progress. If you want to make progress, complete all your weekly tasks. They might seem very stressing, they might seem very brain cracking at some point, but you have to do it. Trust me, if you're able to do it once, you can always do it. if you can get it once, it becomes very easy. And that's why we are here. So it's not just going to end in the classroom. You will always have us to reach out to, always have us to ask your questions, always have us. In fact, we try as much as possible to keep this training concise in the sense that there are over 100 or something people that registered for this program, but we did our own screening. Like I said, we're not just offering what everybody's offering. So we want people to really learn and know at the end of the day, we can point that this person learned from us. We are building legacy much more than we want to make profits. Okay, you get it. So, and one of the ways to actively participate is link up with other students, with other people, and ask questions. You can always reach us. You can always reach us at the hub. You can reach me, reach anybody, especially for this program. You can always reach me. My DM is open to you 247. You can call me anytime, but not midnight, please, except you are outside the country. Okay, just kidding. Then active participation in live sections. Okay. Why you should participate in live sessions is because you get to ask questions. Okay. Because when you watch the video later, you might have a lot of questions that you don't necessarily you cannot ask, and that's why we also try to bring you into live section, because most of the training done outside, people just watch the video and then do task, but there is no this in interaction between teachers and students, let me use that word. Okay, but that's what we are. So you get to ask your questions, as awkward as it may seem. Don't worry, ask it. One of my lecturers do say back then in school that the the only time to fail is now. The only time you are expected to fail is now. If you fail later, it will become a problem. So while you are in the program, ask your questions, learn. Don't be shy. Don't just be there. Okay. Don't just be there. It's required of you. Submit your project on time. The project are going to be, so the classes are going to be Sunday, Saturdays, theoretical sections, Sundays, practical sections. Then you'll be given a task. You have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to do the task. By Friday, you submit your task. Latest Friday, you can submit the task any other day. As fast as you can, you can submit your task. But latest Friday, you submitted your task, because we will also do our own assessment. We'll pick the best student and we'll publish you on our own social media platforms. That's one of the way also we are selling you, because those teach trends, they go viral. Oh, some of you who have been on our WhatsApp platform, we give you tasks to do. It's so unfortunate many persons did do it. You didn't know the importance of that. Okay, these things, they are very, very important. People see them, and you may not know who is looking, and they are watching you. So when the opportunity will come, they can just say, okay, this person, I know this, let me reach out to you. Client reach out to people, not you just looking for client. And you have to also position yourself in such a way that people, you have a good visibility, that client can also, employers can reach you. It's not all the time you job hunt. Let them also hunt you as a service provider or as a VA. Or like that. So, and one of the way to do that is active submitting projects, submit your project, professional conduct in group platforms. For those of us who attend this webinar, I will have a group for you, specifically for you, because I assume that those who are here are those who are ready. Like I said, after we screened a lot of persons, out of 100 and something people that register on Teams and other platforms, we screened. I think that's the facts that you probably hear that somebody's running a digital skill and they are doing screening. Yes, I did. We did, rather. Okay. Because we want serious minded people. And we are just offering this at a platter of gold. It's not like what we are offering, what you are going to pay per se, is not what the is not what the skill and the value you will get. We'll get to that later. We'll get to talk more on that later. But so the ideal is that be professional in your conduct, be professional, interact very well. You will be placed in group where you get to interact, do all you have to do to be who you want to be. That's just basically it. And because the professional conduct you are still learning now, it's also going to translate to how you are going to communicate with your client subsequently. You understand? So attendance is mandatory for certification. Like I said, we are not just concerned about your payment. Let me state this very clear. The hub is not just concerned about your payment. We are more concerned about you mastering this skill and becoming somebody, because that is what our glory is. I will tell you this because it benefits us more than it's going to benefit you. You will not understand, but later on we'll get to talk more. Okay, so assessment and certification, weekly assessment grading. We're going to, like I said, you have to submit your project on or before Fridays, because they all will do their own assessment, and by Saturday or Sunday they will publish. We'll get to publish the best student of the week, the best performed student of the week on all our social media platforms. Okay, and we'll tag you. That's why we told some of you, go and create. If you don't have a LinkedIn profile, create your LinkedIn profile. Don't worry about the optimization. I will get there, we'll optimize it, we'll make it professional for you. We'll help you make it professional. Okay, then final project and portfolio. You'll also get to, I think I talked about that earlier. Writing of code and one email, how to reach out to clients, how to, you know, uh, communicate. You see an offer, how do you tell somebody? There's even somebody who will need you, who doesn't know like, okay, let me share a testimony with you. So yesterday, I was in my on-site office. I work somewhere, so on-site, and this client of mine just came in for another business. But I noticed over time that she's very busy because she runs this thrift and she has really grown to the extent that she's selling bales. In bales now, for she's doing wholesale. So I offer her a deal. I was just like, what do you think? This thing is becoming stressing for you. Blah, 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 blah. At the end of that, like, how about I give you a landing page on Shopify? She said if she can get a landing page that accept video content, she would. I said, okay, don't problem. I can do that for you. In fact, that's the next project I'm working on now. And that's more like it's VA and uh, digital marketing. Yes, it's cut across the two, because digital marketing, in a sense that I get to do a lot. Why VA is that I will be helping her run on our online shop on Shopify. You get, and also by the end of the day, with what we discussed yesterday now, she said if you can do that, she will also actually run a ad, Facebook ad, Instagram ad, TikTok ad, which I can, which I will also be the one to do. So from one conversation, let's just say I'm going to probably do like say 3 jobs for her, and that's going to bring me a lot of money. You get, so you actually know how to reach out to people via mail and via other platforms. Certification awarded upon 80% completion. We will always tender our certificate for you where you meet these criteria. I'm telling you the honest truth. Your money is going to be one of the least things. We will need the money. I'm not going to tell you that we don't need the money. Like this platform we are using now, it's, if you are familiar with Zoho, it's not free. Especially if you want to do live recording, it's not free. You have to pay monthly subscription. And this, if you a month, you just go and find the price in dollar. It's a lot of money. So trust me, what you are paying is okay, but it's not worth it. But we are, like I said, there's a reason why we are doing it, and we are more concerned that you have this skill. So okay, 80% attendance, completion of all your tasks and projects, then payment of your final commitment. Okay, I think we'll talk about that payment and access to this later. Then access to mentorship and trainings. You have peer collaboration groups, feedback section, question and answer section for every class. I think I talked about that since. You have question and answers for every class. And like, you are going to actually enjoy this, trust me. You are really going to enjoy it, because the reason is that we don't have crowds. We are not attending to crowd. It's just few. It's just few of us. A very few number of us that are here. And I like it like that, because that will be more effective for you and more stress less for me. I do other things. This is not the only job I do. This is just one of the many other things I do. Like I said, I'm into digital market. I'm currently on a project too with a firm, Job Celebrate, and I have meetings here and then alone and all of that. So I wouldn't want anything that would stress me. Attending to 300 people, no, or keep 300 people somewhere and all of that. No, I only attend to those who have my time and those I have their time. Okay. So next step with what we have said. So you have to be ready to learn for you to get the maximum output of this program. Saturdays classes, Sundays classes, theory and practical sections. You get to be given a task, you submit. You have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to Friday to submit. Latest on Friday submit. Then we go again. Our classes on Saturday, Sunday. We have our practical sections. The class will run for 6 weeks. By the end of the 6 weeks, you are given your certification. You make a final payment. We will publish all of you as students who pass through this training. And also, every week for the next 6 weeks, we'll be publishing the best performed student every week. Then we'll also have like as a catalog, they call it in university now. That's a logbook. Something I can't remember the name now, just pardon me, whereby all of you will be, then we'll publish it as our student for this cohort of the training. Okay, so the what you need to prepare, what to prepare, your laptop. I know most people will say, but I don't have a laptop. Don't worry. Either have a laptop or have a smartphone. Now, how to use your smartphone? I may not get to say this again, so I want to say it now. How to use your smartphone? Go to your browser. If you are using a browser for the project, we'll be using your browser for. Just go to your browser, change the browser setting to desktop mode. Remove it from phone mode and change it to desktop mode. It will help you to access most of these sites. Then for the rest projects, oftentimes it's going to be the applications like Slack, Trello, Asana, Zapier. I don't know, does Zapier have help? I've mostly used Zapier on web, okay, because I use system oftentimes. So you are going to learn how to use all of this program. Like some of you who registered on Google Form, you saw that the moment you register, you receive a mail from us. How to automate this thing, run, be able to draft email. And if you are really ready, the best perform student, some of the project I'm doing, I'll bring you in at my own discretion. Like I said, the best perform student, the offer is not to everybody. So we are watching your performance. Okay? I watch your performance. So if you get to impress me, yes, let me put it that way. You get to be on my table and have your hands on real life experience other than the other practical sections we are going to give to you. Okay, you are going to be happy because by the time you do some of this project, you yourself, you will have a sense of fulfillment. Trust me. Motivation, your success starts here. You have to motivate yourself much more than I have actually tried not to speak like a motivational speaker. Say some, quote and reading to crack your head. No, you have to motivate yourself. First, why do you want to do this? Okay, why do you really want to do this? Do you just want to have this skill and be listed as the many other skills you have, or you really want to have these skills and make ends meet from it and make profit, let it benefit you? One thing is to learn it, another thing is to make what you learn make money for you. And you have to enjoy the process too. See, it's stressing. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. There are a part of this training that are going to really stress you. From travel arrangements, that research and data entry, it will stress you because then you really get to do some research, do some findings. You get to do it. And if you are able to do it once, you know where to look when next you need to do it. Okay, so the first motivation you need is yourself. Motivate yourself. Motivate yourself. Be your own motivation. Now the Bible says, and David encouraged himself in the Lord. Nobody encouraged him. He encouraged himself in the Lord. Okay, for those of you who are Muslim here, I'm sorry about that. But then, this is not a religious gathering anyway. I'm just trying to use something that depict what I'm trying to say. You get it. You have to be your own first motivator. Clap for yourself for every milestone that you accomplish. And when you want to fail or you want to give up, know that you're not alone. The challenges you're probably facing, somebody has also faced it. The big people you are seeing in the profession today, they also pass through this process. And oftentimes we want to be where they are. No, they didn't get there today. They've been doing their own underwork. So this is the time for you to do your own underwork. So learn, grow, and become the person everybody wants on their team. And to do that, you have to be your own motivator. Nobody will motivate you. Nobody really cares. I'm telling you the honest truth. Nobody cares. Let me give you an example. Last week, I think last week or thereabout. So we place what's it called now? We place a job advert on LinkedIn. Okay, I did it personally on the org for a graphics design instructor. Let me tell you the honest truth. Just for a few hours, the job runs for a few hours and over 20 something persons registered. I didn't even get to view up to 10 people's application. I'm telling you the honest truth. And that's how it works in digital space. And it just occurred to me that you have to present something that caught people's attention. There was this guy I just saw. I saw his resume and I just liked it. I didn't even go through the content. I just liked his resume. The other guy, I just saw the company he worked with. I know the company, the brand he worked with, his real estate firm. I just saw it and I just thought, oh, this guy, if he's working here, it means it's okay. You get it. So you have to be that person. Position yourself in such a way that everybody, once they see you, you are the first, like you are eye-catching. They just want to work with you. Okay? Anything you do, if you serve God, you serve Ahilala, do it very well. And also be excellent at what you do. Okay. So if you have any question, I guess this is the time you get to ask. Our time is already